Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to another video from TW White & Sons. Okay, so this is one of the part exchanges that have come in against one of our new cars for the registration plate change. This is a MX-5. It's a 1.5 R-Sport. Now this is based on the Sport Nav Plus model. Okay. Oh, sorry, the Sport model, because they all have nav these days, with a few extra goodies. So you've got these very lovely limited edition wheels. So RAYS wheels, which are a Japanese wheels. You see them on a lot of the Japanese domestic market cars. So they're in black. And you've got the black wing mirror covers, you've got the grey soft top cover, and I'll show you that once it's up. You can see it, it's much better in its sort of entirety. And you've got this lovely burgundy Napa leather. I do like leather. Black leather's okay, but I do like it when they mix it up with these colours. And limited edition MX-5s are always a big hit. So you've still got the integrated BOSE speakers in the headrests, okay, so you don't have to have that stereo all the way up just to hear things when you're driving along. You've got the, as I say, BOSE stereo, you've got the sat nav, you've got the Apple CarPlay, heated seats, so on and so forth. I'll go into that in more detail when we get in the vehicle. Now this is in Polymetal Grey. I forget the other colours this was available in. So as I say, this was the limited edition in 2020, and over the years, whenever you get the limited editions back into stock, they tend to be more and more desirable than they were perhaps when they were new, if that makes a difference. We've just sold a 2001 Arizona, lasted about 24 hours on our website, and what was the other one? We had a 25th anniversary, that didn't last long either, so always nice. I don't think there is a bad model when it comes to MX-5s, but there are plenty of them, being the I think the most successful two-seater sports car. So it's nice to get ones that are a little bit different. Now let's show you what it looks like with the roof up. Now some people that aren't familiar with these cars will say, you know, has it got a electric roof? Now I think the simplicity of the MX-5 is its beauty. Now they do have a folding retractable hardtop, but when the roof is off, you don't have this open back motoring. You're literally sort of cocooned, a bit like a Targa roof. So in my opinion, not really open top motoring. When the back is opened up, I think that really makes the difference. So you can do this from inside the car, but literally you pop that, and that's literally it. Okay, there is a latch in the middle, and there's your roof. So I've taken lots of photos of this car, hood up, hood down. Please do check it out. Now a little bit of background on the car. The previous owner, without mentioning her name, she must have had 3 or 4 MX-5s now. I know the one before this was an Arctic edition. I forget the one before. She's a music teacher, and she even takes some instruments around in this. Perhaps she takes them around in the passenger seat. Must be. And we had to deliver her new car because unfortunately she actually fell off her motorbike. So she's an enthusiast. She likes motorbikes and cars, etc. But she's a very loyal customer. So if you're watching this video, thank you very much for your ongoing custom and these beautiful part exchanges. Right, so there is the hood up. Let me show you in the boot. Now the boot, whether the hood is up or down, remains the same. I know there are some cars that it impedes on the boot space. But we've got the mats in here as well. So you've got all this space. I mean, I could get by with just having this car for myself. Yeah, I know my 4-year-old son would really enjoy being thrown around in the car. I think it would. I'd get into trouble with the dog though. I wouldn't want him in the front. And you know, if I was to carry passengers, so I'd have to be rather selfish to have this as just my sole source of transport. But it'd make a really good second car. But yeah, beautiful little things, and you can use them all year round. Now you've got the keyless entry. And the 1.5 engine, I would say, and I think the purists say, is the engine to go for. The car was designed to have a 1.5 engine. You know, it's nice and revvy, gets you really involved in the drive. Now, these cars, if they've got this type of key, they are the facelifted cars. Now, this R-Sport only came in the sort of facelift G engine vehicles, which are the later cars. So if you're comparing this to ones that haven't, they've got the torpedo sort of the torpedo type key. They are not the up-to-date model. Okay, did you see how that sort of revs up as you start it? It's kind of programmed or mapped, I think they call it in the car world, to do so. There's the mileage there, 24,166 miles. Okay, now look at this. This car has achieved over 4,163 miles, 46.7 mpg. Now, where would you get that on a petrol sports car? So really, really economical. And that's great because the fuel prices have been going up the last couple of weeks. Now, here's the service history. So look at this now. When it was PDI'd in June 2020, 2 miles, that's when it came off the transporter. First service, June 2021 at 5,000-ish miles, then July 2022 at 13,600, and then only 3 months ago, almost to the day, at 22,794, it was serviced and MOT'd. Okay. Now the car will go through our workshop. It will have a 101, which is our sort of 101 point check. It's part of the Mazda used approved car check, just to make sure everything's ticking the bill. You know, we'll check tyres, brakes, everything will go through the car. Okay, so it will still have that, even though service isn't required because it was just recently done. And there's a couple of, if you look at the photos, there's a couple of grazes on some alloy wheels. They will also be done. Okay, I'm going to give the car a good polish, touch-ins, etc. Now, these later cars have got rake and reach adjustment on the steering wheel. Your auto lights, wipers. You've got the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, yeah, which is great. I've started to use that now. Hadn't used it for a long time. The car has like a mild hybrid system, i.e. loop it's called. So there is actually another battery on the car. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cells. 2 of them are charged at the moment, and what it will do is it will reroute, sort of harness the lost energy from braking and slowing down to charge this battery, which will then run things like your heater and your stereo, etc. Less strain on the engine to save you fuel, and that's why these are so economical. Music, you've got DAB radio. Okay, I mean DAB's pretty popular now. You've got absolutely loads and loads of things to choose from, but you can also stream, run off USBs, etc. Okay, communication, so once you're paired up you can access your call lists and all those other bits and pieces. The sat nav's very good, but of course with CarPlay and Android Auto you can choose your app on your phone if you're more familiar with that, but the built-in system is perfectly fine. I've travelled across Europe with it and it's been superb. Very easy to use. Now these later cars have driver attention alert, parking sensors, yeah, driver attention alert. It will tell you when to take a break. It will sense fatigue from your facial expressions. You've got lane departure warning. It will warn you if you were to veer out of a lane without indicating. Okay, the sound system's BOSE. It's amazing. Always turn the treble up. Let's go back into the settings. You've got a GPS sync clock, so you can't get more accurate than that. Door locks, I'm going to activate that. Walk away lock, so when I walk away with the keys on myself, the car will switch itself off. So it's got everything you need. It's got lovely air conditioning. It's really warm here today, 26 degrees it says. Feels warmer than that, but it is getting on now. So you've got brilliant air conditioning, climate control, heated seats. Lovely, lovely little car. So any questions, give us a shout. It doesn't matter what time of day it is. Pick up the phone, leave a voicemail. We will call you back if it's out of our regular business hours. We're here to serve you. You can see that if you do check out our reviews. Do have a look. You can see that we're very customer focused. But yeah, pick up the phone or drop us an email and say if it's out of hours, we'll come back to you as soon as possible. We do get pinged them on our smartphones. The car will come with a Mazda warranty, and that's a Mazda ZZ Plus used car warranty, which also includes roadside assistance, which is European cover, and home start. So not one of these sort of bare bones schemes that won't rescue you from home, etc, etc. Okay, the prep, obviously I've mentioned, we've got great finance facilities and the best part exchange facility, because you'll get the best deal with a part exchange. So please just get in touch with what you have and let's see what we can do. You'll get the best deal. We want you to have a seamless, enjoyable buying experience. But please do punch your reg number in and do those things we're all heavily encouraged to do. But then speak to us. As I say, we want your car, and you'll see we sell all makes and models. Okay, well, we got a great ceramic polish service, which I think lends well to a car like this, because these tend to be people's pride and joy. Delivery service, warranty extension facility, and so on and so forth. We are really here to help, so give us a shout, and let's see what we can do for you. So thanks very much for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed doing this, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Bye bye.